So there it is. Class A Commercial Learner Permit. I'm signed up to go to Cape Fear. I got a Cape Fear Community College. I'm gonna start next month, and that's it. So I studied and studied and studied. I failed, and then I figured out what was wrong. Let me see if I can get this right. Tuck that in there. Alright. This video is skipping for me, but on the YouTube it's just gonna go like normal, and I'm just looking at it in the phone. I'm on a look-see cam. Alright, so what happened was I studied the DMV book. Alright, I took the test. I failed. I failed with like 66. Yeah, I just got my butt kicked left, right, and center. So what I did was I went back and I figured out what I was doing wrong. And this is what a lot of people do. Alright, a lot of people will study to answer the practice questions. I just went off. We'll answer the practice questions on the CDL in the CDL book. So when you're studying for those practice questions, you'll pass those and you'll get your 60%. But what you got to study is a whole book. Whatever you're taking a combination, you study combination. You know, air brakes, you're going to study air brakes. Don't go for the practice questions. Stay away from the practice questions. Study the whole thing, left, right, and center, and then you'll do good. If you study for the practice questions, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You got to study for the the whole book, because there's tons of questions in there. All right. General knowledge was 50 questions. Air brakes was 25 questions, and combination vehicles was 25 questions, totaling 100 questions. And that's what I had to do. You know, endorsement, hazmat, whatnot. I waited till the last minute to really study. So, literally, I had 2 days to take it. 2 days. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning studying that. After having read it, you know, and recorded everything onto my digital recorder, you know, I play it back and listen to it while I was reading it again, and underlining it, you know, paying attention to this, that, and the other thing. And the air brakes test was still hard. So the air brakes, when you're going for that, study that even more, because the air brakes gets everybody. Everybody has a hard time with the air brakes. I know that from the lady in the office over at the truck driving school that I went to. Now, that I went to sign up for. Alright, so this permit thing, I did this on my own. Well, you know, I had help of friends. Alright, Kathleen is a friend. She's got a truck driving license, CDL. She's driving a taxi. She gave me a lot of good advice. My fiance, Nezzy, she gave me a lot of good advice. My sister is a teacher. She gave me good advice on studying. You know, how to, you know, keep things in your head. By relating them with images things that you've experienced before. So like when you're talking about air brakes and releasing air brakes, you think about a balloon releasing air, because that might be an image that you can hold on to, you know, stuff like that. So I did have a lot of help. I'm following Ike Stevens on YouTube. He's with Schneider, and I'm wanting to work with them right now. I already emailed a recruiter and told them that I heard about them from Mike Stevens and on YouTube, and that I'm really looking at Schneider. I mean, if I had a Schneider winter cap right now, I'd be sporting it. I'd be wearing it. Right now I'm all about Schneider. Things could change, but right now I'm looking at Schneider. I know I'm getting way ahead of myself, but that's what you got to do. You got to just plan ahead and making this happen. Follow me on Twitter, Frank Atlas. Look for hashtag. I always forget this hashtag. I always forget it. I made it up and I always forget it. Scratch to finish CDL. And I'll just keep that as my hashtag. I'll just keep using that. Other people might use it, but I'm definitely on there. If you look up the hashtag scratch to finish CDL, you'll see me. And if I see any questions, I'll try and answer them too. That's it. All right. So I made a video before when I failed the test, and I was miserable. I was trying to cheer myself up. I thought about deleting that video, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave that video there. That needs to stay. As embarrassing as it is, I want to cut it out. But you know what? I was really upset, and of course, anybody would be upset when they fail the test. And I'll tell you what, failing a test is good because it humbled the hell out of me. And I'm trying to. It humbled the hell out of me. And I got back and just studied the hell out of the test. So that's what you gotta do. Study the hell out of the test. Alright, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. And look for Ike Stevens. He's on Facebook, and he's got a YouTube also YouTube account. I gotta figure out what the just go on YouTube and look for Schneider Ike. I gotta get his YouTube name. It starts with a K. I forget what it is. Alright, thanks again.